Queen carried spare pair of gloves after embarrassment at Kate and William's wedding. The Queen was reportedly left furious after a clothing mishap, a hole in her white glove, at the wedding of the now Prince and Princess of Wales in 2011. After only noticing the problem herself, the late Queen made sure the mishap never happened again by always carrying a spare pair of gloves to all royal engagements after. The late monarch was far from happy after none of her styling team noticed the error in her left-hand glove. Queen Elizabeth II, who was British longest reigning monarch, only noticed a slice in her left glove when she was waving at the adoring crowd at the ceremony. The royal wedding of the Queen's grandson took place in Westminster Abbey on April 29, 2011. The wedding reportedly racked up an estimated 162 million viewers worldwide. After noticing the mishap, the late Queen then took the initiative to carry a second pair of gloves with her in the case of another error. Internally at the palace, the mishap was known as Holgate, with both the Queen and the royal staff alike keen to make sure the mistake never happened again. At the time, the Queen's stylist was Bernard Connolly, who said that the monarch was left mortified by what happened. Mr. Connolly told the Mail on Sunday that it wasn't written about at the time. He added, "The Queen went out and waved to the world with a hole in her glove, can you imagine? You don't do that, you wouldn't do it in a fashion show, or in a photo shoot, and you certainly wouldn't do it to a monarch." He added that it wasn't just any engagement, it was the future king getting married. Speaking to Yahoo's The Royal Box in 2019, former royal butler Paul Burrell said, "The Queen has to have her clothes brought down to her. All of her clothes are kept on the top floor." He added that Queen Elizabeth II, who died on September 8, 2022, doesn't actually see her wardrobe with clothes in it. Giles Brandreth, a family friend of the late monarch, claimed in his biography, titled Elizabeth, an intimate portrait, that the Queen had a form of myeloma, which is bone marrow cancer, at the time of her death. Shortly after her death certificate, which was released by the National Records of Scotland, claimed that the Queen's cause of her passing was old age.